I wonder if anybody has experienced another person that's never been hungry. Hunger and food are the themes of last Sunday, this Sunday, and the next three Sundays as we focus on the sixth chapter of John's Gospel on the bread of life discourses. I think the basic question is, how do we find that which truly satisfies our deepest emotional, spiritual, physical hungers? In the gospel, Jesus sought Jesus, and Jesus knew that it wasn't just because of his teachings or even wanting to be with him. They had been fed and they wanted more. But Jesus knew they had deeper hungers, and so he proceeded to teach them by his very life how to meet those deepest of hungers. And he kind of summed them up saying, we have a hunger for love that does not disappoint us, for truth that does not fade away, and for the kind of nourishment that completely fills us so that we no longer need anything else, but just oneness with God, with others, with the cosmos, with ourselves. Isaiah 55:2 says, why spend money on bread that does not satisfy you? Christ knows the real hungers, and he said, I am the bread of life. No one comes to me shall ever be hungry. Another way to put that phrase comes to me is anyone who becomes intimate friend with me. A kind of intimate friend that, well, without which life really doesn't have much meaning. When any religion focuses on only doctrine, morality, and liturgy, and not these kind of deeper relationship needs, we're going to see less and less participation in our churches, especially with the young. And we even ask ourselves, do we know why that the number 2 most popular religion in the United States is former Catholics? We are all looking for those kind of solid relationships that nourish us. But we seem to be living in a fast food, microwave conscious environment that really does not satisfy our soul. I'm wondering if our perceived need for more friends on Facebook, for example, is disguising our deeper need for the kind of relationships that are solid, that are based on eye-to-eye personal relationships, conversations that bond one another together and satisfy our hunger. I'm looking at the Olympics at times and seeing the bonding that takes place between the Olympic teams. Their unity, their bonding is just tangible. It's beautiful. Last week, we had the gospel of feeding the 5,000. I wonder if it wasn't a microcosm of the real common table of family and friends eating and sharing conversation. That was the meal, huh? That's what a meal does. It brings one together, it bonds. We're all hungry for that kind of affection and acceptance. We all hunger for being listened to with full attention. Those are the kind of elements that a family meal could bring to us, it's how they could enrich us. What if we decided um, to begin our family and every meal uh, with a prayer of thanks, not just for the food, but for each other present at that dinner table? If it's true, I think it is, that feeling grateful is a way of feeling great. Mhm. And we give thanks. We publicly recognize that we have been gifted, given to, blessed beyond that which we bring ourselves through our self-made consciousness. It's more, it's beyond. And so, my friends, as we approach this Eucharist today, with this theme of the bread of life, discourses from John 6 Gospel, let's give thanks for being invited into this new and loving and fulfilling kind of relationship. This unconditionally loving relationship that truly satisfies all our hungers now and forever.